In this class, we're going to talk about working with the Jenkins, okay? And what is Jenkins? How do we install the Jenkins? And how do we configure the Jenkins? How do we create a job, right? How do we create a job and how do we invoke that job? Okay, there are a couple of things that we are going to discuss. So, such as one is what is Jenkins and how do we install it? How do we configure it? How to create a job, how to run the job. Okay, these are the things we're going to talk about Jenkins. So let's talk about what is Jenkins. Let's go to a Google page. Type Jenkins and you are going to see jenkins-ci.org. Okay, let's go to there. Let's click on Meet Jenkins to get some information about Jenkins. So here there are a couple of information is available which says what is Jenkins, features of Jenkins, and some of the articles about the Jenkins, and there is how do we install it, installation procedure, and who is using it. Okay, there are a couple of examples and couple of information is available when you click on the Meet Jenkins. Okay, so to talk about Jenkins, Jenkins is a continuous integration tool. It is a continuous integration tool which can be used to build and test your software project continuously. Okay, so that's all about, I can say, what is Jenkins. And to say clearly and to say more about Jenkins, I'll give you one simple example. Okay, let's say your manager wants to execute your test code. Okay, so usually you will be the one who is executing the test code all the time and you are giving the report to your manager or to your peers or to your customer, whatever it is. Okay, but so there is a chance, I mean there could be a chance that you might you might take some leaves, and in that case your manager might require to execute your test, right? So you are the one who are executing the test code and giving the reports, but unfortunately you have taken some leaves, and in that time your manager wants to execute your test code and get the results, and he wants to share the reports to the customer. But unfortunately your manager doesn't know where your source code is available, and he doesn't know how to, even though if he knows the source code where it is available, he doesn't know how to open the Eclipse, and altogether he doesn't know how to execute your test code. That will be a very problem, and you are on the leave and your manager wants to execute the test code, and nobody knows how to execute and generate the reports, right? Right, so in that case Jenkins will be very much useful. Okay, so you can tell the Jenkins, hey, this is my pom.xml. Okay, so let me create a job which the particular job is going to invoke my pom.xml. Okay, hey Jenkins, this is my pom.xml. I wanted to create a job in your Jenkins. I wanted to create a job, and this job will in turn invoke the pom.xml, and that knows how to execute, how to build my source code, and that knows how to run my testng.xml, and that knows how to generate the reports. Okay, and take that report and share to whoever you want it. Okay, Jenkins is a continuous integration tool which can build and test your software project continuously. And by the way, it will be available in the GUI mode. You can open it in the as a web application. You can open the Jenkins as a web application and configure the stuff you wanted, and create the jobs and invoke the job. Each job in turn will be invoking your pom.xml. Each job will be in turn invoking the pom.xml, and pom.xml knows completely about your project, knows completely about your project. It knows where the test code is available, it knows where the source code is available, it knows where the resource folders is available, and it knows how to execute your test code and generate the reports and all those stuff, right? So let's see that. So let me summarize. Jenkins is a continuous integration tool, as I said, and it builds and tests your software project continuously. And couple of features of Jenkins is it is easy installation. You can easily install your Jenkins. Okay, just by invoking Java -jar Jenkins.war, you can able to install your Jenkins. It is a pretty easy way of installing and easy configuration. Okay, it is available in the GUI mode. You can able to configure the Jenkins however you want it with a easy procedure, and it has rich plugin ecosystems. Okay, so it has different plugins are available that suit your project. Okay, for example, you wanted to once you run your test code and you wanted to display your reports in a graph format or whatever it is. Okay, so for that there are some couple of plugins are available, and if you want to make sure that what are the errors are available in your project, what are the developer made mistake, you wanted to know it. Okay, those we call it as find bugs, and for that also there are a couple of plugins are available. So what I'm going to say is that Jenkins has a couple of plugins that can be used so that you can able to get your output in a fancy manner or whatever it is. And it is extensibility, and Jenkins can be extended. Okay, you can extend the Jenkins, and you can modify the Jenkins, and you can create your own plugins. Okay, so Jenkins itself will be will be giving the couple of plugins to you. There are so many plugins are available. It is giving the some of the plugins or all of the plugins to you. In case if you want to create your own plugin, you can also do that. And distributing the builds, like let's say Jenkins can be distributed build and test loads to multiple computers with a different operating system. Okay, let's say your build procedure is too big, okay, you can split your build procedure into different missions so that you can able to get the output with a faster response. Okay, as you are executing your build procedure in different missions. So these are the couple of features of Jenkins. So that's all about what is Jenkins.